All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Appreciate all the love and support with you guys coming over. Now, the other day, I reacted to a video talking about Naomi Campbell's connection to Diddy. And now we got this video here that says Tyra Banks reveals Naomi Campbell's torture. Diddy's sister, saying like Naomi Campbell is Diddy's sister, not like biologically, but like, you know what I mean? So we gonna check this out. Again, I just try to inform myself. A lot of stuff come out, a lot of old videos resurface that I never seen. So yeah, just keeping myself in the know. You guys can use your own judgment on what's real, what's fake. Again, I'm just trying to put myself in the know. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
My sister just came from Africa and she wanted to show off my new figure. This is the mood. Dream catchers. Yeah.
His new figure.
My sister Naomi, I love you. Everything you're doing for our people. A true queen. This is our mood right here.
We going to Nigeria, brother?
We going to Nigeria. We going to Kenya, Ivory Coast, Senegal. Yeah.
When I tell y'all that things are continuing to boil in Diddy's camp, I mean exactly that. I'm sure y'all have probably seen that the new FBI director, Kash Patel, has tabled his intention to expose the Epstein and Diddy lists.
Hints. Do you guys believe this? Do you guys think that they're going to expose this list? Comment below. Yes or no?
And one person people are certain will make Diddy's list is his self-proclaimed sister, Naomi Campbell.
Puffy is really like my brother. He is so protective of me, and I'm the same for him. He is the kindest, the loyal, generous.
Talking about stuff that don't age well, saying she's so protective of him. Because she came out and said anything?
We always say each other, we love each other. I'm going to see him this weekend. I'm going out west. And I'm so proud of Puff.
You and Puffy are very close.
Very.
Oh,
Y'all said that at some point we are going to be forced to have a conversation about how Naomi Campbell's name is always somehow attached to some of the nastiest scandals in the industry, from Weinstein to Epstein to Diddy to blood diamonds and even stealing charity funds. Well, now is probably the best time to have that conversation. And guess what? Allegedly, Tyra Banks also has a few things she wants to disclose about Naomi Campbell.
I had a very painful early days in Paris. As much as I was booking every single fashion show, people didn't know I was going home at night crying my eyes out because the woman that I was looking up to seemed like she just didn't want me to be there and was doing everything in her power to make me go away. And I didn't understand that as a young girl. Like, why is she doing this? This is so evil. This is so awful.
Well, I'm gonna get to whatever is happening with Tyra and Naomi shortly. But first, let's have a look at why people are saying that Naomi Campbell should be investigated for her connection to Diddy and the role she played in his crimes. Okay, for starters, even though Naomi has been very silent with everything that has happened with Diddy, one thing I can tell you is that they have always been super close. And there's an extensive record of their friendship of over 20 years. For instance, Naomi posted this photo with Diddy and captioned it, "You inspire me every day. Your passion and your drive for perfection. Your spirit ignites. I love you, brother."
Again, posts and pictures and comments and all that stuff that don't age well. You know, when you post stuff like that, you are, I mean, she came out and said it, but you are hinting that you guys are close. If you calling him brother, it's like people gonna assume that you guys talk about everything. So it's like there's no way you can separate yourself from all these allegations. People are going to be like, oh, I know she knows some stuff. You know, that's what I'm saying. So we'll see.
During Diddy's 50th birthday, Naomi also posted a video with him and captioned it, "Happy 50th, brother. Wishing you another 50, forever by my side." There are actually a bunch of photos of Diddy and Naomi together, including several where they are with Cassie, like this photo of Naomi and Diddy and Cassie in Dubai. I mean, Naomi is even the one who threw the lavish birthday party for Diddy back in November 2023, but just a week later, Cassie launched accusations at Diddy, which led Naomi to scrub any photos from Diddy's party. Regardless, like I said, the evidence of their friendship is extensive, and what people are saying is that Naomi may have witnessed a lot of the things that happened to Cassie and other people at the hands of Diddy and did nothing about it, just like when she did nothing when Epstein was being a devil to the women he took to his island. About the Epstein situation, we knew that many of the people who associated with Epstein were already exposed like 2 years ago when a judge in charge found no legal justification for continuing to withhold the names of almost 200 individuals connected with Epstein and ordered the unsealing to begin. Most of the prominent names that appeared in the documents were already associated in some way with Epstein for allegations of wrongdoing, for having worked with Epstein, flown on his planes, or visited his homes. And one of the names that came up a lot was Naomi's. The thing is, at first Naomi was denying any connection to Epstein. But when people put pressure on her, she said that she was introduced to Epstein on her 31st birthday by her ex-boyfriend, Flavio Briatore, and that Epstein was always front and center at Victoria's Secret fashion shows. She said that she had no idea that Epstein was using her name to attract young girls interested in modeling, and as he did with many others, he overstated their acquaintanceship. She even said that she deeply regrets having had any contact with Epstein after his conviction, and said that despite rubbing shoulders with Epstein, who she called one of the hundreds of thousands of people that she stood next to take a picture, she said she was unaware of Epstein's alleged crimes at the time.
So, okay, she was unaware of Epstein. Do you think she's unaware of Diddy? That's the question. Because you just threw him a party 2023. So, hey, were you unaware of everything that happened before that? I don't know.
This is a direct character assassination. I've always said that I'm not a saint, that I am a work in progress, but I will not be held hostage by my past. What he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else, because I've had my fair share of predators, and thank God that I had good people around me that protected me from this. I mean, right now I stand with the victims. I can't, they're scarred for life. For life. I've rubbed shoulders with hundreds of thousands of people.
Then while defending herself, Naomi also ended her video with a statement reading, "The frightening conclusion here is that if the negative action of your neighbor, colleague, or even an associate can somehow make you guilty too, simply by association, then we indeed live in very worrying times. This affects us all. It's wrong, it's unfair, and it must be stopped." Well, she may have said that she did not have any direct link to Epstein, but people said that given how much they interacted, Naomi possibly saw what was happening and did nothing about it. As a matter of fact, one of the girls who was taken to the island even called her out for this, saying, "You saw me at your parties, you saw me in Epstein's homes, you saw me on the plane, you saw me get my hair cut, you saw me on the streets, you saw me." So according to many people, she saw exactly what was going on and only defended herself when everything blew up. Plus, there have been receipts clearly placing Naomi in private jets that went to the island, meaning chances are pretty high that she saw exactly what was happening. Just like we have a ton of photos and videos placing her in the same vicinity with Diddy and a bunch of others of both of them calling each other family. But she's here pretending that she never saw anything. Ciao. Now, with people calling out Naomi and questioning her involvement with Diddy, we have people like Tyra Banks allegedly saying that she sees where people are coming from because she has experienced Naomi's wrath firsthand.
We did a fashion show. I don't remember what it was. It might have been Jenny or something like that in Milan. And we were doing that fashion show backstage, and you came up to me right when I was about to walk out, and you said something. And it's so funny because it was so surreal at the time when you said it. I didn't think that you could actually say something like that.
What did I say?
You said something like, "You'll never be me, don't ever think that you'll be me," and something like that. Yes.
Okay, before I even get into that, what we can all agree on is that both Naomi and Tyra broke ground for women of color all over the world. I mean, Naomi became the first black model to appear on the cover of French Vogue in 1988, and the next year, she was the first black model to be on the front of the September issue of American Vogue. In 1997, she also became the first black...
She said, "I said that?" Oh, man.
Black women to open a Prada show. Meanwhile, Tyra was the first Black woman on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 1996, and that same year, she became the first African American to make the cover of GQ. Tyra also became the first Black woman to be on the cover of Victoria's Secret catalog, and she would later become a Victoria's Secret angel and be the first woman of color to wear the coveted fantasy bra. Other than these, there were also similarities in their careers, like how in 1991, Tyra appeared in Michael Jackson's Black or White music video, while Naomi Campbell was the leading lady in Michael's In the Closet video in 1992. But despite their successes, the assumption has always been that Tyra joined the industry after Naomi. Naomi felt threatened by her presence and tried on numerous occasions to sabotage her career. It was actually so bad that in 2005, Tyra invited Naomi on her show, The Tyra Banks Show, to address their rumored beef. And while on the show, Tyra accused Naomi of once saying backstage at a fashion show, "You'll never be me. Don't think you can be me." Tyra also made several more allegations against Naomi, saying, "You called me the B word," and said, "We have a photo shoot to do in Anguilla and it's not going to be pleasant if you're talking about me like that." In response to Tyra's claims, Naomi largely denied the accusations, saying, "I'm not someone to go and give myself away and say that to anybody. I've never said that in my life. If that's what you remember, I accept that person. But that doesn't sound like me to people who know me." And when I tell y'all that Tyra brought up every other mean thing Naomi did to her that she could remember, child, she went hard.
And then you said, "I have to ask you something." Right. See, I remember this because I was so new and young. You said, "I have to ask you something. Do they try to make you look like me?"
Right.
And I said, I don't know about so much now, but in LA, yeah, they really did with the little short black wigs
that.
and
You
stuff.
told me that, yeah,
yes.
I remember.
And Naomi, you got up, pushed me away, and said, "Yeah, I thought so." And you turned.
I did.
You went from the sweetest woman that was giving me vitamins to someone that terrified me on that trip.
You shouldn't. I don't know if you should have been taking them vitamins. It could have been something else. Hey, man, look. When people feel threatened, it's like crazy, man. Like, why can't everybody eat? You know what I mean? She feel threatened by her. It's like, come on, man. That it just remind me of like how people say that Rihanna and Beyonce never done a song together. You think about it, you go, damn. So have they walked together? You know, have they did some work together? Naomi and Tyra? Dang.
Oh my God.
And
understandable, I can understand.
I was told on that trip that I was sent home because you didn't want me there anymore.
Yeah.
So I
No,
didn't
that's
finish
not
that trip.
true.
That's what I was told.
I don't have the power that I went to.
Well, in the end, Naomi did apologize to Tyra, and the supermodels hugged it out. At the time, it appeared that they were cool. But then more than a decade later, Tyra said that she was still scared of Naomi. She also did an interview with Wall Street Journal where she talked about the feud and remembered how Naomi did everything in her power to make her go away when she started out in the industry. She said, "It isn't a rivalry, and I'm very sensitive to that word because rivalry is with two equals. To me, one was very dominant. She was a supermodel, and I was just some new girl that got on a plane from Paris and was studying fashion in magazines at a fashion library. I had very painful early days in Paris. As much as I was booking every single fashion show, people didn't know I was going home at night crying my eyes out because a woman I was looking up to seemed like she just didn't want me to be there and was doing everything in her power to make me go away." Speaking of Naomi making people's careers go away, another person who accused Naomi of doing the same thing is Elsa Mahimbo, who said Naomi sabotaged her modeling opportunities and attempted to control her career. Elsa even claimed that she suffered from depression and heavy drinking when Naomi Campbell allegedly blackballed her. Then, after speaking out about the severed friendship, Elsa claimed she faced threats that her text messages about her past issues with white executives who wished to sleep with her would be exposed by Naomi. Basically, with Elsa saying this, guys were just like, maybe Tyra was right all along. Anyway, back to the feud. Clearly, there was still something going on there, and Naomi confirmed it when in 2020 she uploaded and then deleted an article from The Things titled, "Here's Why Fans Are Starting to Think Tyra Banks is the Real Mean Girl, Not Naomi Campbell." And now with people calling out Naomi for a bunch of things, allegedly Tyra has been saying behind the scenes that she's not surprised, especially after other reports other than the Diddy connection that she was stealing from a charity. You see, Naomi founded Fashion for Relief in 2005 with the aim of relieving poverty, but only a small portion of the charity's overall expenditure went to good causes. And apparently, a lot of the funds were spent on spa treatments and cigarettes. I mean, there is obviously a lot going on with Naomi, but do you also believe that she must have known what Diddy was doing? Is it a coincidence that she somehow always gets mentioned in some of the most disgusting allegations? Is she more involved in some of these sick ways than we think? And what are your thoughts on her feud with Tyra? Let me know what you think in the comments section below.
I'm going to tell you this. When you rub shoulders with certain people, when you make comments about certain people, when you attend certain people parties more than once, it's like, come on, man. Because my whole thing is this. If she directly, like, let's say she was like, I didn't see nothing. I don't remember none of this stuff going down. But when you're in this industry, people talk, people know, people catch wind of things. So it's hard for me to believe that she had no clue, especially when she's calling this man her brother, and I will have his back. That's enough right there. And then, Tyra Banks saying what she said puts Naomi Campbell's character in jeopardy. Showing her true colors. So it's like, it's 2024. It's about to be 2025, man. It's time to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. Show me who you really are, and I will believe you. Appreciate y'all coming over and watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. Peace out.